What's up, everyone? Toy Bro back again for another Star Wars review. I think this finally wraps up my loot from Force Friday 2. We have got the Teal assortment in the 3 3/4 inch wave. So this is Wave 1 Teal assortment. It is a 12-figure case. There are 5 unique characters in it. 2 of everything and then 3 of 2 characters. I know there's 3 Huxes in there, and I'm not sure what the other one is. But we've got Chewie, 3PO, Paige, Hux, and Rose. We've got the same kind of generic cards for this wave, and I don't really care for them. I like the artwork on the front of each. The artwork is great, but the cards are really flimsy, just awful card stock. And then there's nothing on the back except a cross-sell for Force Link. So, you know, I was keeping these card backs, but I am currently trashing them. I don't need dozens of advertisements for Force Link sitting in a box in my house. So we're going to rip these packages open and take a closer look. All right, so here are our figures out of their packaging, and for the most part, they're pretty decent. I mean, they're going to be your general 5 POA figures. We've got some new characters. We've got some old characters. So we'll start with 3PO here because he's probably the least interesting to me. He is your standard kind of 3PO figure. Nothing too crazy, decent sculpt, and he's got some decent paint apps on the wires on his stomach there and then on his eyes. He's just a generic 3PO figure. I don't know if this is a new sculpt or anything. Again, I've mentioned before that I don't really know, a great deal about all of the figures that have been in the 3 3/4 inch line because I had a huge gap in my collection, and I just don't know, and I'm not going to presume to know. So if you know, let me know. We have got Chewbacca here, and he comes with a Porg. We'll take a look at this Porg real quick. So this little guy is just a static piece. He doesn't move. He's got some decent paint apps on him. I still don't really care about these things. We'll wait and see what they do in the movie and how they interact with our old pal Luke Skywalker and see what Chewie's deal is with him. This one doesn't stand up too well. It came warped in the package. The legs are kind of bent, so I'm just going to have to heat him up and form him back. But when he does stand, he seems okay. And it looks cool. It's a cool little accessory. It's something new, so I can get behind that. I'm going to move him to the side for a second. As far as Chewie himself goes, he comes with his bowcaster, and he's got his kind of pouches and his bandolier there. The only thing I don't really like about Chewie is the paint application on the crotch area. You can see he's all one piece, obviously, and that's just the way it's going to be, unless they go a different route with paint. He's one piece in terms of the chest and the torso, but the legs are different. Obviously, they're not molded together. But there's no paint there, so he just goes from kind of light brown to dark to light brown to dark brown again. And the back is a little better. It's the front that's kind of glaringly different. And ultimately, it's not a huge deal, but it is something at the very least. And like I said, he comes with his bowcaster. This thing comes apart. It's 3 different pieces. There you go. It's fallen apart quite a bit on me. I don't think it's necessarily because it's a bad design. It's just 3 pieces for molding purposes. So buyer beware. You might end up dropping a piece and not realizing it. We've got Rose here, and we talked about this character in the Black Series 3 3/4 inch line. So this is a new character. We know that she's a mechanic, and she's one of those characters that is new, and Hasbro has the ability to make her. So they're making her. We've got a 3 3/4 inch figure. We've got a 3 3/4 inch super articulated Black Series figure, and we're getting a 6-inch Black Series figure without knowing anything about this character. So hopefully she does something in the movie. We know she's, at least going to link up with the big 3, or at least Finn and Poe. She is detailed pretty decently. She's got some good paint on her jacket and on her face. Everything is straight and clean. She comes with a tool similar to the Black Series figure, and she also has a gun. This one is different than what comes with the Black Series 3 3/4 inch figure. That one comes with the standard resistance rifle. This thing is definitely different. It's a bigger gun. It's not as ugly either, and I'm okay with that. I prefer this gun to the other one that she came with in the other figure. It's not painted in any way, of course, but it looks halfway decent. My favorite figure in this wave, though, is definitely Paige. She is new. We know she's a pilot, obviously. She has a removable helmet, which has some nice detail on it. Put it back on. It's cast in translucent yellow, and then it's painted over. And there's a lot of paint on this thing, too. Lots of blues and reds and whites and blacks. Looks good. And her flight suit looks really nice. There's a lot of sculpted wrinkles, a lot of sculpted line work in there. The respirator on her face mask moves. You can't do anything with it as far as I can tell. It doesn't seem to hook up with anything. but you would put it on her like this, and maybe it'll clip on, but I don't think it does. But it's just kind of, she's got it off, and it hangs off of her chest like that. But overall, I think she's a nice figure. I like this. She could be your generic female pilot if you needed her to be, and she comes with the standard kind of pilot's pistol. We've seen Poe come with that, I believe, in other releases. Now I just can't get her to stand up. Yeah, there we go. And then the last one we get in this wave is General Hux. So we've got a new Hux, and I think he looks pretty damn good. The only thing I don't like is that he could have a little bit of shading on that face, but ultimately I know we're not going to get that. He's got a nice, cleanly applied First Order insignia on his jacket. The jacket is a pliable piece, and I think you can remove it as well if you take the arms off, but I don't know why you'd want to do that. And overall, he's just a standard 5 POA figure, nothing crazy. He's got minimal paint apps because most of him is cast in the black colors. He comes with a First Order type pistol, so we've seen those with Hux before in other releases, and then with Stormtroopers. And then he also comes with a new mouse droid. So this guy is cast in kind of a gunmetal color. He does have wheels that will roll, so you can roll them along and make some squeaky beep boop noises if you need. But that's our wave. So pretty decent lineup, I think, when you're not knocking them down. So overall, it's a pretty decent wave. We've got, 2 new characters, 1 more new character with General Hux. We've got 2 mainstays of Star Wars. I am more partial to Paige, like I said. Rose, I still don't, she doesn't do anything for me. She's a very basic, generic human character. So I reserve my judgment until we see her in the movie. But the figure is pretty well executed here. She looks decent, good sculpting. Chewie looks good. I just don't care for that kind of crotch painting issue. And then 3PO is a 3PO figure. What are you going to do there? I do like that we get the Porg and the Mouse Droid. I don't really need either of them, but it's nice to have bonus accessories for some of these characters. Although 3PO could have used something. I'm not sure what they would have given him, but he comes with absolutely nothing. So halfway decent wave overall, I would say, and it rounds out the overall, 11 figures that we've gotten so far, and then 12 and 13 are Obi-Wan and Yoda. So we've got kind of a good crew going for the first wave of The Last Jedi figures. So that's going to do it for this look at the Teal wave. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and until next time, everyone.